After hearing how Jordan Peterson cured his depression and gum disease, and Mikhaila Peterson cured her depression and arthritis by eating a carnivore diet, I had to do some more research into whether or not meat was really some panacea of health. Research is literally researching through information that we already know. And Dr. Peterson says sometimes the best information can be lost for millennia.
So you read someone like Taylor and you think, wow, he's stretching it back 500 years, But there's reading that goes way beyond that.
So that's why I went way back to a podcast from 3 months ago where Dr. Stephen Gundry discusses Hippocrates, the ancient Greek physician and father of modern medicine.
He had this interesting theory. He believed that any creature has what he called, the translation is green life force energy, that actually wants perfect health for that creature.
Hippocrates' idea was that our bodies have a natural ability to heal themselves. It's our job, and the job of our doctors, to remove any external forces that are preventing our body from using this natural healing potential.
Unfortunately, he believed, as I do, that there were external forces that were preventing that expression of green life force energy.
Most, if not all of these external forces that he's talking about come from our diet and affect our gut.
Hippocrates said this 2,500 years ago, that all disease begins in the gut.
The primary culprit for this attack on our gut is a family of plant proteins called lectins. To understand how these lectins affect us, you can think of the lining of your gut as your skin turned inside out.
You have from your mouth all the way down to your anus a tube that's got the surface area of a tennis court, and everything that you swallow is actually outside of you as it's moving through.
The purpose of this gut lining is to keep all the harmful substances outside of your body throughout this journey, while it lets the helpful ones in. The problem with lectins is that they can sneak into your small intestine and puncture holes in this gut lining.
The inside skin has to do the same functions as the outside skin, and that is kind of keep things away from us, but it's got a fatal flaw. It not only has to keep things out, but it has to let things in, like the proteins and the fats and the sugars that we eat. Lectins cause the wall of our gut to actually separate.
This separation of the lining is what allows harmful substances inside of your body, and it's what both Dr. Gundry and Hippocrates attribute to the cause of all disease.
I think everyone who has a disease has a leaky gut.
If we can get rid of this leaky gut, then we can eliminate all of our diseases. And this explains why Jordan and Mikhaila were able to heal themselves. Since they removed all lectin-containing plants from their diets, they no longer had a leaky gut, and their diseases went away. It's not that meat is magical, it's that plant toxins are real. But what about the rest of us who don't suffer from any disease? Well, in his book, The Plant Paradox, Dr. Gundry compares people like Jordan and Mikhaila to canaries in a coal mine. Carbon monoxide is going to kill anyone if they're exposed to it for long enough. But it's going to kill a canary even faster. That's why coal miners would bring a canary into the coal mine. If the bird stops chirping, then you know it's time to get the hell out of there before it turns into a literal hellhole. But like the miner, the fact that you're surviving doesn't mean you're not affected by the lectins. Just because you're not depressed doesn't mean that you can't be happier. Just because you don't have arthritis doesn't mean that you can't move better. Jordan and Mikhaila's health conditions might just be an extreme example of how lectins are affecting all of us. By eliminating lectins from our diet, we can let what Hippocrates calls our green life force energy flourish.
Go green.
Curing us of our health ailments and allowing us to feel and perform our best. This is why Dr. Gundry says,
the biggest change that people can make is just get these foods that you are not designed to eat out of your life for a while and watch what happens.
And this is why the carnivore diet helps. The best solution to every health problem that we've ever discovered is fasting. The one problem with fasting is that it also cures the planet from you, which isn't the greatest situation if you are you. On a carnivore diet, you can still eat and get the nourishment to survive, but you're eliminating all of these harmful lectins from your diet. And as rule number 1 of the plant paradox states, what you stop eating has far more impact on your health than what you start eating. But do we need to eat like a carnivore to perform optimally? And are there negative health consequences of eating meat? I'll cover this in a future video, so if you want to learn more, then subscribe to this channel. Also, stay tuned to see what happens to my blood markers, my body composition, my strength, my productivity, and more when I switch from a carnivore to a higher carb flexible diet. If you found this video helpful, please help out, give it a thumbs up, and let me know what you think below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.